preach on what I captioned, redeeming the time. Redeeming the time. Redeeming the time. Redeeming the time. Permit me to say this. That anything that affects your time has affected your life. Anything that has affected your time has affected your life, either positively or negatively. I have discovered that if a man is about to die and he has only one last request, and they said to him, just make this last request, anything you say now will be given to you. Guess what? The only thing the man will ask of is more time. I need more time. I need more time. I have heard of testimonies of people who died and came back alive. All they were saying in the world beyond was that just one more time. And remember a story in the book of Luke. The Bible was talking about the rich man and Lazarus. The rich man was begging for just one thing: time. Give me another chance. Let me go to the earth and tell my brothers that this place is hellfire. This place, there is a problem here. Anything that affects your life has affected your life. On Sunday, I was talking about planning a fruitful future, and I talked about change and time. So I want to pick from there and talk a little bit today so that we can pray. I got home on Sunday and I broke down in tears. Why? Because I sat down and I calculated my life. I calculated the wasted years. I realized that the reason why God stepped in for me was because God wanted me to redeem back the time that I've wasted. There are many of you are suffering today, and God is seeing the suffering. The only thing God is doing now is God is preparing the table before you so that you can enjoy, and your time that was wasted will be redeemed. Now listen, there are people who are married 9 years, 10 years, no issue. And the only way God can redeem back the time was not to start giving them children one after the other. When God wants to visit that person, give them triplets. Yes, sir. So that he can cover back the 9 years that was wasted. God is a God that knows how to redeem time. Yes, sir. Because the Bible said a man's life is but a few days, but in that few days are many problems. Man's life is naturally filled with problems. So, there are a lot of people, the moment they are entering into one problem, as they are coming out, they are entering another one. And the problem keeps taking away time from them. There are people, they have purpose in life, they have determination, they want to be great in life, but poverty is drawing away time from them. There are a lot of things you want to do in life, but money said no. Did you know what riches can do to you? It can redeem bad times. A man who has been suffering for about all his life, maybe the man is 40 years and he has suffered 40 years, and God suddenly opened financial door. Sir, in a space of 2 years of enjoying that financial door, it will cover up what he wasted in 40 years. Yes, sir. The same man will quickly build a house, will quickly buy a car, will quickly begin to do one or two things. If he's not yet married, quickly get married. Because he's trying to redeem time. Before I continue, I had a confrontation from somebody. I'm not supposed to say it, but I have to. And the person was confronting me. He said, you came to Ibadan, the next thing, you get married. Do this one, do this one, do this one. And I asked the person a question. Did you know what my mother suffered. Did you know what I suffered? Did you know what is happening in my family before God decided to step in so that He can rescue us from poverty? Did you know the pains that money and mockery has caused to my parents? As God decided to help me, it's a sign that He wanted to help me break some certain protocols. Did you know that in a space of that same 2 years plus, God was able to deliver into my hands some certain strategic things that my many years has wasted? Prosperity had its own way of redeeming time.
Yes, sir.
Am I communicating?
Yes, sir.
The unit of your life is time. Sir, anything can go, but is it time? Is it time? Learn how to manage and hold it with your life, because everything is anchored on your time. Everything. I said on Sunday that both a rich man and a poor man has the same 24 hours. How you use your own 24 hours will determine where you will be in life.
I hear you, sir.
There are people that waste their own 24 hours, and there are people that use their 24 hours. There are several ways of managing time. Number one way of managing time is by using time. Number two way is by spending time. Number three way is by wasting time. You can spend time, you can use time, and you can waste time. Why? Because it's a currency. The same way people spend money, that is how you spend time. The same way people use money, that is how you use time. And the same way people waste money, that is how you waste time. The unit of your life is your time. Permit me to say this. If you will live 100 years, if you waste 90 years of the 100 years, you only have 10 years remaining to recover the 90 years. And if you are supposed to live 90 years and now you are 50, Daddy was giving a testimony, he said now is 64 or thereabout. Now, if you look at the current age where you are now, you should already know that every day of your life you are drawing close to the grave. No matter how big or small you are, you need to know that every day of your life you are drawing closer to the grave. So what do I do to manage my time? That should always be your question. And permit me to say this. Now I've entered my message. Permit me to say this. That the powers of hell will never allow you to redeem time. The power from your family will never allow you. There are a lot of people who have enjoyed wealth before and today they are begging for food. Why? Because the power of hell want to make sure they destroy everything about time. If they can remove money from you, what is supposed to take you 2 years will now take you the next 50 years. You are struggling for one thing. Maybe the moment you bought a land, you are supposed to build out. That time they throw problem to you. And at the long run, you later sell the land. So that before you can be able to bounce back again, if you were 40 years that time, before you will bounce back again, you are already 80 years. Now you have just few days, few weeks or months to enjoy and to redeem back the time. Now at that point, you need to look for money to buy the land. And you need to look for money to still build the same house. Redeeming time. So the devil will never allow. The powers of hell will never allow. The kingdom of darkness will never allow. So the Bible said in Ephesians chapter 6 verse 12, it said, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers, against rulers of darkness and powers in high places. Am I communicating here? So you need to contend with them by the force of prayers. Sir, let me tell you this. If I can see a man that can pray, I will show you a man that will so redeem his time.
Yes, sir.
If I see a man, sir, yesterday I was listening to Apostle Johnson Suleiman in their conference, ministers conference. They had minister conference yesterday. So I was online with them. I was online with them. So I heard him say something. He said he could remember when he was living in one room, and in this one room, there is a neighbor of his who will always poo and drop in his own door. You know what I mean? Just in his own door, so that when he comes out, the first thing he will perceive, and the powerful aroma. And this man keep on doing this. And one day, he locked up himself inside the room. He said, I will not come out. And he began to dig deep into prayers. Shabala Ekobradi prayer. He said, because this man will always come out in the midnight and pull. When he finished pulling, he put it there. So he said, today, I will not be the first to smell this thing. As this man comes, he will be the one to perceive the thing first, not me. So he entered into prayer. And while he was praying, the Lord said to him, he said, stay here for the next 3 days. There is something I want to show you. And the man, while he continued praying, suddenly, 2 days passed. On the 3rd day, while he was praying, suddenly something happened. According to the story that I was sharing yesterday, he said, suddenly, the man cried from his room and shouted, Sule, what do you dey do? You no go come out. He said, I will not come out. And he continued praying. Why is this man doing this thing? The man wants to make sure that the life of this young man keep on smelling. So that his life will be smelling. So anywhere he enter, people will not see the glory of God on him. What they will be perceiving is the smell. And he began to combine the prayers. Ayamaka Supaliata. It was no long. Suddenly, the man fell sick from sickness. He fell into another sickness. From that sickness, he fell into the 3rd one. And from the 3rd sickness, the man died. And suddenly, God opened doors for Suleiman. And he began to prosper. Hear me, sir. The Bible said, the year King Josiah died, I said before the Lord, I prophesy 27th of the year under the sound of my voice. Anybody standing as a barricade to your time of manifestation, I prophesy the person will go down. 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 Somebody jump up and shout fire. 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 Sit down. Sir, we are read in Luke chapter 7. The Bible said, a woman, the husband died. It was not enough. After when the husband died, the only son she had also died. And at the time the son died was when she was already old. There is no way she can go and say, I want to remarry so that I can have a child. Because at this point, she's already at her menopause. At this point, she's no longer fertile. At this point, there's no possibility of having a child. What was the agenda of the devil? To make sure he destroyed the time of manifestation of this woman. But the Bible said, why this woman's son was dead, and the carriers of the coffin, they were carrying the boy on their shoulder. Have you seen all these undertakers? As they are throwing their legs like this. So they were carrying the corpse of this guy, passing through the gate, and they were dancing all those gymnastics. They were throwing all their legs, and Jesus was watching. And you know, Jesus being a spiritual man, his eyes were open, and he discovered that this boy was the only son of a widow, a woman who did not have any other option. This is the last option. This is the last chance. The only thing that can make the name of the husband relevant on the face of the earth, and the powers that killed the father of the boy came and stole the boy. The power that killed his father, they came upon him again. But this woman was helpless. She was crying, but suddenly an helper came. His name is Jesus. Hear me, sir. I don't know what you are passing through. Jesus will step in. I said Jesus will step in. I said Jesus will step in. Jesus will step in. Jesus will step in. I said Jesus will step in. carrying the boy. And the Bible said the undertaker, they stood still. And he told them, drop the child. And they dropped him. And he looked at the boy. He said, child, stand up and walk. Yes, look at this. People that are following the mother of this woman, they were there to mock the woman. They were not there to cry for the woman. They were mocking the woman. Look at you are a witch. You killed your husband. Now you have killed your only son. Look at you are a witch. And you told your husband that your husband is going to die. Now your husband has died. Now you have taken the life of your only son. You did not want your son to live. Look at these are the brothers, I believe the brothers of the dead man, the brothers of the husband of this woman. They were there at that point. And they were saying, you killed my brother. Now you have killed the only son of my brothers. Let us see what will become of him. But finally the Bible said Jesus stepped in, touched the barriers. He touched what was carrying the boy. And he said to the boy, arise. And the boy stood up. Now I stood in this platform and I prophesied to 72 of you. Anything that has died in your life, as you shout amen, is coming back. 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 They want to make sure they make this woman a mockery in the society. They want to make sure they make her a mockery. But God, who knows how to redeem time, he stepped into the matter. Put this scripture on screen. Joel chapter 2 verse 25. Joel chapter 2 in verse 25. Ayana Asupalandea. Ayana. He said, and I will restore unto you. I will restore unto you the year that locust has eaten, and the cankerworm, and the caterpillars, and the palmerworm, my great army which I sent among you. He said, I will restore those years that you have wasted. Your wasted years, your wasted effort. You have put money into businesses, but the money went away. You could not know, you could not give account on that same business, because there are some palmerworm somewhere, there are some cankerworm somewhere, some caterpillars are somewhere, some palmerworm are somewhere, eating your resources. But the Lord said to me, wherever the caterpillars are, wherever the palmerworm are, wherever the caterpillars are, wherever the cankerworm are, as you rise to shout amen, I command them to die on time. I command them to die naturally. Somebody jump up and shout fire. Sit down. Sir, the devil is always out to destroy people's time. He's always out to stop people's time of manifestation. When you study your Bible, sir, a time came when Moses was crying for the Exodus. In Exodus chapter 5 verse 7, Bible said Moses he came to the children of Israel. He said, now the time for you to be free has come. He said the time has come. And he went to Pharaoh. He said to Pharaoh, please let my people go so that they can serve the Lord. And Pharaoh said, what are you saying? Let which people go? He said the Israelites. And Pharaoh laughed. He said, it's because I make your work so easy. That is why you are crying that you want to be free. Now I will make your work so hard that you will not have time for you to cry to your God. Ayamana Sata. Look at the voice of Pharaoh. He said, ye shall no more give. No, now Pharaoh called his army. He said, now you will go into the camp of the Israel. Tell them that from today there is no straw for them. There is no during my primary 6 thereabout, we learn about something they call simple machine. Simple machine. Those are machines that make work easy for you. The things that make work easy. Am I right? Simple machine. So he said, we will no longer give you all of these things. You are going to labor by yourself. You are going to make bricks with your hands. You are going to make things by yourself. You are going to organize things by yourself. We will not give you things that will make your work easy, so that you will not have time to go and cry to that your God. The agenda of the devil is to keep you busy so that you don't have time to pray. So that By the time you are exhausted, you go back to the house, the next thing you just sleep and go. It's all is just to waste your time and to waste your effort. So Pharaoh was telling his army, he said, go and tell the Israelites, ye shall no more give people straw to make bricks, as therefore let them go gather straw for themselves. Next verse. He said, and tell of bricks which they make therefore, ye shall lay upon them, ye shall not diminish aught thereof, for they be idle. How? Because therefore they cry, saying, let us go and sacrifice to our God. The reason why I am doing this thing is because they have time to pray to their God. The reason why I am making this punishment so hard and severe, because they have time to go to church. They have time to sing praises, to lift up their holy hands in praise. They have time to kneel down and call on this God. I want to know this God. Who is this God that will deliver the Israelites from my hands? And Bible said he made their work so strong and severe. Guess what? The children of Israel ran back to Moses. They said, Moses, I know you are trying to be a good leader, but the truth is, please, we don't need you. We don't need you again. Don't advocate for us again. The only advocate you advocate for us now, you have put us into trouble. Moses, we don't need you again. And Moses ran back to God and was crying. Sir, the agenda of the devil is always to destroy your time. In John chapter 10 verse 10, he said, the thief cometh not to steal, to kill and destroy. His own agenda is to kill your time, destroy your time, and damage anything about your time, so that you will not use it well, so that you will not be constructive. Hear me, sir. The Bible says something. He said, I mean, there should be, okay, give me these scriptures. Ephesians chapter 5 verse 15. I want to show you something from there. Ephesians chapter 5 verse 15. What else? He said, see then that circumspectly, not as fools, but what? As wise. He said, make sure you are smart, because your time is under attack. Next verse. Redeeming what? The time, because the days are evil. Are you aware that nobody is praying for accident, but people are encountering accident? You are not praying for evil things, but naturally, evil is drawing close. Naturally, the more you are trying to oppose evil and wickedness, the more it is approaching you. The more you are trying to stop poverty, the more poverty is encroaching you. Am I communicating here? Yes, but the Lord said, I should prophesy to anyone that hear here. 70 of you under my voice. Any power that the devil has sent against you to attack your time, I prophesy that power is destroyed. That power is destroyed. That power is destroyed. Wherefore, be ye unwise, but understanding what the will of God is. See, give me verse 15 in MSB, Message Bible. Give me that 15 Message Bible. Read after me, everyone. Want to go? So watch your step, use your head. You see, anything you are doing, make sure you apply yourself and use your head alongside. Because if you don't use your head, they will use your head for you. Am I communicating here? Yes, sir. If you don't use your head, they will use your head for you. Give me the next verse. Watch something powerful. Make the most of every chance you get. These are desperate times. Make the most of the chances you have. A little opportunity that you allow slip out of you, you might not get it again. So when you have any opportunity, hold it tight. Make the most of every chance you get. Because the days are evil. Next verse. He said, don't live carelessly. These are warnings. Don't live a life of unthinking. There are people that they will just vomit words without thinking. And those words are really dealing with them. The words they speak are now against their destiny. Don't live a life carelessly. Don't live a life unthinking. He said, make sure you understand what the master wants. In other words, find your destiny. Find your purpose. Plan. Because you don't have much time. If you are 30 today, 10 years to come, you are 40. You will not do anything to make yourself 40. You will not do anything. The only thing you need to do is just to eat and wake up. Before you you open your eyes and close it again, you're already 40. And there is a saying that says a fool at 40 is a fool forever. Now, what if you are already 40 and there is nothing to write home about you? So that means you have a lot of effort to push. You have a lot of effort to push. You have a lot of effort. If you are not yet 40 and you are close to 40, it is time to take chance. Don't live your life careless. Don't live your life careless. Because the devil will always want to fight against anything that will make you enjoy your time. Permit me to say this. Are you aware? Listen to what I'm about to say. The strongest battle in life is not battle with Satan. The strongest battle in life is not battle to get anything. The strongest battle in life is battle against time. Yes, sir. Battle against what? Time. Let me open your eyes. Look at me. What made Abraham to go and sleep with his house girl? Is because time was delayed. And it be he got what he wanted at the time he wanted it. That he will have. But when the time was delayed, so what the devil does is that he will lengthen your time of suffering, so that you keep pushing at the point you become tired. I know they do again. Sir, I don't know if you have played game, all this game on phone or whatsoever. You know, when you started, especially all those race, car race, you know, at the start, the thing is very slow. You'll be winning. You're going to sweet you. You'll be winning. Level 1, you're going to sweet you. Level 2, you're going to sweet you. Level 3, the more you are climbing levels, the more the speed. The more you are climbing levels, the more the attacks. Before you know what's up, there's a kind of level you get to, you'll be tired because they keep winning you. They keep winning you. So at that point, the game become boring. Become boring at that time. Become boring. Don't live your life carelessly. Because the days are evil. Abraham, his problem started when delayed. When they held his time. And a man was almost dying before he got his deliverance. And at that point, the only choice he had was just to go into the need. Sir, fight against your time. Don't allow anything to steal away time from you. If anything collect time from you, it has collected everything about you. There is a time that a woman have to conceive. Once she has passed that time, there is no way again. It is called menopause. Am I communicating here? And once she has gotten to that menopause, everything has paused. Everything has paused. No matter the kind of whatsoever you pour inside, it will never germinate. Why? Because everything is a standstill. Everything is a standstill. So, if a man do you anyhow, leave the man. But if you sense that the man is trying to take advantage of your time, attack the person. Anybody that is trying to take advantage of your time is a wicked person. Hannah was delayed